I figure, you know, I wasn't going to broadcast a short trip. All we're doing is going from the shipper to the delivery. I mean, shipper to truck stop. We have 23 minutes to get there. Oh, dang nabbit. Let people through and miss this cycle. So anyways, we're leaving the shipper for the second time today. I figure we might as well go ahead and broadcast this. Normally I don't, but I remember the days when we used to do 5, 7, 10-minute videos, and that's all we could do. So I figure if that was acceptable then me doing a short video now should still be acceptable. So that's why we're broadcasting again. But when we get to the truck stop, that'll be it until tomorrow morning. And that'll give me a chance to figure out what time we're going to start rolling in the morning and all of that. It's already after 6 o'clock. So just say we get there and whatever else and 7. So I'm guessing, a good guess right now, we'll start about 5 o'clock in the morning. Feels like Groundhog Day. Anybody ever watch that movie Groundhog Day, whatever it was?
In 3/4 of a mile, continue on to I-182 East.
So in case you just tuned in and you missed the broadcast earlier, hey look, there's an onion in the road. We went to the shipper 4 hours early. They wouldn't take us early. But when they did load us, they loaded us, sealed us up, sent us down the highway. We got to the Oregon border, basically. We got a phone call to come back. They put the wrong load on the trailer. So we came back, and we're just now leaving the shipper. It took them half an hour to unload me and reload me and redo the paperwork. So that wasn't bad. So right now we have 19 minutes to get to the truck stop. Which we can do.
Continue on to I-182 East. Proceed southeast on I-182 East in 4 miles. Take exit 1, 4, on the right, 4, US 392 north, Washington 3, 50, and Spokane, 50, after 900 feet. Stay left, 4, US 392 north, and Spokane.
anybody's like actually watching, we could do a chat with the driver afterwards if you guys want. I don't know if anybody's even watching. Short notice, I done already told people we weren't going to broadcast, and then I turned around and did. Oh, that sun's bright. Let's see what they got for parking at the fake flying drain.
Continue, then turn left.
That's it. Stop the clock. Stop the clock. Fixing them, man. Okay. Eight minutes left on the clock. You want to hear?
Home. Messaging. You have 0 hours and 7 minutes of remaining drive time.
I lied, 7 minutes. Alright, so obviously, as you hear, there ain't nothing we could do except shut down where we are. So 6:30 now. That means 5:30. No, 6:30. 4:30. We'll start driving at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, let's see what this message says.
Home. Messaging.
Okay. They're not going to adjust the time right now because legally if I do 3 600-mile days, even with a time change, if I do the minimum rest and the maximum drive time, I will roll in there within an hour of our delivery at 3 a.m. Yes, we have a 3 a.m. delivery. So, yeah, I'm still going to try to get it to change, but I highly doubt they'll do it. So, let me pop in the chat here and see if you guys got any questions real quick before I go look for something to eat and coffee and all that. Let me pull this up here. And I'm sure everybody wants to know everything, even though it's not that big of a deal. Okay, I've lost my chat. Here we go. Alright, so we got Ragtop and Nightbot. Nightbot's always around. Tommy Pruitt, Michelle, Steven, Dave Now, Maria. How we all doing? Alright, I got the load right. The paperwork was correct. The load was wrong the first time. How they do that, I don't know, but it happens. This is the first time that the wrong load was put on a trailer. So this is the first time for that. Only thing close was coming out of Denver, Colorado, many years ago. I picked up a load, picked up the trailer, paperwork and all that stuff. I got, I don't know, 1,000 miles down the road. And then somebody somewhere figured out that they put the wrong trailer number on the paperwork. Luckily, they figured it out and they were able to change the paperwork and all this other stuff. But another driver was headed my way with my load, and we met up 1,000 miles later and swapped trailers and paperwork. So that worked out okay. But hey, if you tell me what's on the trailer and I know that's right, I don't know what the shipper ordered. That's up to the shippers and stuff. But if all my information matches, as far as I know, that's all I'm responsible for. G-Man, how you doing? Hey, Pruitt, did you get your postcard yet? Howdy, M-I-K-K from Australia. Howdy, Sid. Maria, thumbs up, good. I'm doing pretty good, tired, cranky, it's hot. We did, like you heard, we did our 14 hours. We'll be back at it at 5 a.m. So we'll drive 3 600-mile days, see if we can pull it off. Actually, it'll be like a 600-mile day, a 600-mile day, and then a 500-mile day. All depends. The hills are going to kill us because we are heavy. But once we get past Oregon and Cabbage Patch and the Magic Mountains and all that stuff, we'll be all right. 84 going through Utah and Idaho really ain't much. Then we'll level out in Nebraska and run across Nebraska, and then the back roads drop down 29. So once we get tomorrow out of the way, we should be looking pretty good. But pack your lunch, we got some long drives ahead of us. Good, Pruitt, you got your postcard. BR549. Dave Snow in Arkansas. How you doing? Do I ever have time to see the sites? Not usually. Unless I get, like, say, delivery on a Friday, and then my next load starts on a Monday. I have been known to rent a car, if one is accessible, and go play. I just did that, oh, I don't know if it was earlier this year, or if it was already last year. I don't remember, but made a delivery in Kent, Washington. Had to do my 34-hour restart. Guess what? There was a truck stop, or a car rental place across the street from the truck stop, so I rented a car and played around Seattle and Tacoma and had a good time. So I do when I can. It's just not very much do I get time. Where am I going with the load? Well, the same place the trip map says. Harrisonville, Missouri, just south of Kansas City. Edgar, how you doing? Hey, I'm glad you like the Eclipse stream. Kind of bummed out that that it quit when it was at the height of it, but I was busy taking photography of it and I wasn't watching the stream. So what's my favorite trip so far? Golly, I've had so many trips I don't even tell you. Can't even tell you. I guess the one that took me from the shipping ports in Delaware to Washington State, I'd say. I don't know, they're all good. Alright, any last questions before I call it quits for tonight? I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm cranky, I'm hot. Man, I tell you what, it's hot and muggy. I can't handle this humidity mess. We will be running the AC tonight. Alright, any last questions? Sweet sleeps. Well, you do the same too, Mr. BR549. Hello from Minneapolis. Well, howdy from Pasco, Washington. Do you use cruise control? Yeah. I use it as much as I can. Otherwise, driving so many hundreds of miles. Well, plus I can get 2 miles more by using a cruise. So, yeah, humidity is not very good. I grew up in San Antonio and there was a lot of humidity, but I was used to it, and now I'm not used to it anymore. Alright, Snowman's up and running for now. He's firmly attached back to the windshield. So I will see you guys 5 a.m. I figure the schedule is going to go 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. give or take. Then 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. the next day. And then 1 a.m. to finish up, which will probably be noon. Take our 10-hour, 8 or 10-hour break. and then roll in to deliver at 3 a.m. on the 4th day. It's gonna be a lot of weird hours and all that stuff, but we do what we can do. So I will see you guys early tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching.